most. I think if they just didn't tell me all the shit I had to collect, I'd be way happier. Because getting a to-do list is so daunting for me. But Sergio adores it, right? Like, that's one of your favorite game types.
To-do lists?
Tell me what to do.
Yeah, they really like
Check it off.
You would have been really into Banjo and Kazooie, I tell you what.
Did you play Eve, Sergio?
What?
Eve?
Yeah, that's
Online?
spreadsheets.
Online?
Spreadsheets online.
If you like
I
spreadsheets,
started it.
it's basically a video game that is designed off of a spreadsheet. So
That's Eve is throwing people to the sharks though.
Oh, what am I thinking of? I have not played Eve online. I played something similar, one that you played a lot of, Lily. Elite Dangerous. That's
What
one
the hell is going on?
I had on. I think like
Elite's more of the moment to moment flying,
yeah.
and like Eve's kind of more like grander, sort of like ship management.
Are we missing somebody? No. Rachel's on, but she's not here. Okay, why are all my windows screwed up? Fuck.
Don't say. Yeah, no, I never played Eve. But I played so much Elite Dangerous. I got that game for $8 and put 800 hours into it or something ridiculous.
Hey guys.
I like Elite. Hey.
Sorry. I need like 5 more minutes. I have something that someone sent me this morning that I've got to turn in tonight, and this is the first opportunity I've had to do it all day. So I've been sitting here frantically typing for like half an hour. I'm almost done. I'll be there in just a minute.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I've done that quite a few times with like important emails, applications, and
I can't find this Excel sheet. But I did find my Stars to Valley relationship Excel sheet.
Did you read the post about that person who got married to every eligible person in Stardew, had a kid, and then divorced and killed the baby for each person so that they could collect all the headstones? Like,
Oh.
Actually made a serial killer in the game.
you actually
Oh,
kill
I
the baby
found
into
it.
birds, but they were collecting it.
that's wild.
You sound like you're partly
Yeah.
responsible for it, by the way you said that.
That's
That's
wild.
really crazy. Who would do that?
Yeah, that's how I played Elden Ring. I recorded how many attempts or how many times I died for each boss.
Oh god, you
date, what level
kept
and
track
where.
of that?
So that way, I knew I didn't miss any because there's so many.
I adore having Sergil at any table that organization is doing.
And the only bosses I missed were 3 NPC invaders, because you can just do something and then like not be able to do it, like to get them.
That is true. They can be. They're very easy to miss. With love, that is insane.
I only died 9 times to the Paragon of the Golden Order / Elden Beast.
Oh yeah.
I died 16 times out of Melania.
Wait a minute, you documented like how many times you died? Is that,
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
did you do like how many consumables you used or whatever too?
No, I wasn't that
Oh
great.
my
The
god.
assumption was I used them all for every fight. And then would save immediately after.
I used 6 X potions.
To keep track of them, I wrote them down on paper because I'm not like crazy. Like that way I could like make sure I like checked off each of them as I hit them all in each area.
Yep. It was very impressive. I remember being there for your unlimited boss run.
See, I am not good about that. I'm the other way. I'm like, I finished Final Fantasy and I have all of
Which
my
one?
X elixirs left because like I might need them.
Oh, well, I felt usually that's how I do it, but in Elden Ring, like you just get them back every time you sleep.
That's
If I was
true. Every
a
time
boss fight, I was just using up my shit.
I gotcha.
Well, rest at a campfire.
The heck was the name of that game that was like a Diablo clone?
Path of Exile or Path of Exile.
Yeah, Path of Exile.
Path.
That one was interesting because you kill things and your like flasks refill.
Yeah, setting up these windows in record time.
Yeah, here's the post.
Oh, there's my Curse of the Crimson Throne loot sheet.
Hmm?
Rest in peace, that game.
So, how are you applying all of these organizational talents in this game?
I really haven't found
Ah.
out how yet.
See. Oh.
I have a notes.
I was going to say, I would think you'd have a spreadsheet of like the different people we've run into, whether they're like guilty or like if you have like something on them so you can like blackmail them. Or...
To blackmail. I mean, I could.
Yeah, I mean, you're a police officer now. Your job,
You've got
like,
comes with the job.
Qualified immunity, baby.
Oh man, here's my
Qualified
raid
immunity.
roster
Your raid roster?
from Shadowlands.
Yeah. Oh man, any raid leader would be blessed to have you there. Jesus Christ. I would make you manage loot. No offense. You'd be the one deciding who gets the one dex trinket that's dropped the entire fucking tier. I'm not salty. How many times that fucking happened though? I'm fine.
So, going way back, we were clearing. I think it was still in Vanilla WoW. We were clearing. It was in that dragon's lair, not Onyxia.
Blackwing
no.
Lair?
Yes,
Blackwing.
Blackwing Lair, and the claw of. It's been too long. Anyways, there was a dagger that dropped that was like a one-handed weapon, and it had like spell power and mana regen or something like that.
As you
And there was like a mage who was like, "Oh my god, I want that!" And I was a
Hunter?
druid healer, and I was like, "No, I want that. Like, it has mana regen on it. Why would you want that? You're a mage. Get crit." Like,
The rogue wants it because it's a dagger.
I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. We did have a hunter take ash candy.
Oh.
That
What?
was- yeah. We had a hunter take ash candy because it had a shit ton of crit on it. And so he like would have it equipped and would use his bow, but like, yeah. Our fury warrior, or no, our arms warrior was very upset about that.
As would I be. Alright, but look, there used to be a talent on the Hunter talent tree that let your shit scale off of intellect, alright? They made their own bed. No wonder hunters were so obnoxious. Anything could be a hunter weapon.
I have a friend who plays WoW, and she plays
Is it
nothing
me?
but hunters pretty much.
Is it me?
No.
Oh.
So,
I don't think we're friends, Serzel, actually. You
Oh,
keep
and real-
rejecting my
oh.
Steam. You keep
Oh.
rejecting my Steam invites.
Oh wait, you mean on Steam? I
Ooh.
thought I felt a heart attack coming on.
Hmm.
I don't know what you're talking. I see you as friends on my Steam.
Oh, okay.
I'm
I
opening
don't
it up
see
right
you.
now. I have my controller ready. We're gonna defend democracy while we wait
You know
for
how you show
Rachel.
someone you're a good friend? You log into their game and shoot them in the back and then log out.
And then it's the wrong person on
Not
accident
saying a goddamn word.
because you haven't talked to them in 5 years. And they
Uh,
happen
yeah,
to sit on your friends list.
I'm sorry I play offline. I play games that I don't want people to see that I'm playing.
Oh.
Are they like H games or something?
Hootie Pop.
Like, yeah, I've
No.
not played Hootie Pop. I had an ex who played Hootie Pop a lot. She was weird. No, but yeah, I mean, like, I've played a porn game or 3. I'm an adult.
Yeah.
Damn.
I do not see you on my list, Serzel. What is your Steam name?
Friends
Well,
in
maybe
chat.
don't tell me on
Well,
stream.
yeah, we're streaming now, so.
I'll send you my number. I saw you.
I don't have
in-
Ash either.
I saw
I
you
haven't played
in
it
Helldiver.
I have ADHD, and sometimes when I stop looking at something, it stops existing.
They're
Well,
fine.
I have that weird like rejection sensitivity thing, so like I was like, oh my god, do they not like me?
No. I'm friends with you in Helldivers, just not
Yeah.
on Steam.
Oh,
We're
is it?
friends.
Man, I fucking hate that shit. Like, I get it, but I hate that shit so much. I hate like the independent socialist. Not even like at an information way. I just hate that I have to sign up multiple times and I have to add people multiple times. It's really
I
obnoxious.
like it because I added a bunch of random people only to my Helldivers friends list that I was playing with yesterday. Because none of my actual
yeah?
friends are on because it was a Monday.
How do you? I would have played with you. You should attack me. How do you do quick play?
It doesn't work. I went on the Helldivers 2 Discord, and there are a million people.
Yeah, there's a
posting their
looking for
number
group.
every single second.
Shit.
So
That is a great idea. I want to play more of that game. I think I was trying to muscle through it alone, and it was fun, but it was a very
No, it's
weird.
it's not a
experience
game to be
find
played
that.
solo.
Yeah,
I see your friend request. Accept.
It ain't it, Chief.
I did a hard mission with 3 of my friends yesterday. It was the first one.
Oh,
It was full extraction, baby. At the very end of
I
it, it was getting
won.
out of control. I swear, these 2 of these people I play with are so good at the game, like just so pro.
I successfully did one of the like defend
Oh god, those
robot
things.
missions.
Yeah.
And
I like those. I like the robots. I think they're fun.
Okay.
they're a lot tougher than the
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes. There's.
the defend missions where they're just like continually bot dropping on you.
Yeah. Like
And
we
then,
were just
so-
coming out of our pods and there were 2 drops already
Yeah.
happening. I was like, holy crap.
One of the things I found is obviously we were on a lower level difficulty because I just can't do them on higher level difficulties. But I had like the mortar thing up, and that helped a lot.
Oh yeah.
But it was killing the people too.
Yeah.
So you lose like 25 credits or
Yeah.
something for every person you kill, and I was like, that's it.
My
Like,
guard dog killed a bunch of those dudes. I was like, oh man, what are you doing? Trying to escort them and it's freaking shooting them. I'm like, all right, we're shooting everybody in the back now.
yeah.
The few times that I played, I had a lot of fun picking out weak points. I thought that was a kind of an inversion or like a different emphasis that the bugs did, where like
Yeah.
it's kind of a different kind of fight, and I appreciated that a lot. I enjoy moment to moment
It's are
gunplay.
so much more important.
Yeah,
for
you
the
get those
robot.
bases with the turrets on them. Oh my god.
Have you run into a base with mortars?
Yeah, you got to take out the mortar.
The bases
it's
have
not
mortars,
even-
and
you
you
don't
can
even
be
have
like
to run into the
nowhere
base.
nearby, and they're
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
mortar.
You're not even running into the base before they hit those mortars. But you see where they're coming from, so you're like, that thing's got to go.
And then like you can't destroy the like robot factories unless you have like certain stratagems. Like it's really annoying.
You can kill them with grenades. You just throw them
Yeah,
in little vents.
I got the engineer thing too, so I can make 6 grenades, which was a.
You can actually
lifesaver.
throw. Yeah, you can actually throw a grenade on the door when they come out. You can throw a grenade in there too.
See,
Dugout.
I've just been using the Eagle airstrike.
Yeah, the
and,
Eagle airstrike works really well on that too.
Yeah, that one I've taken out like
It's a base
several.
cleaner.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
so I love that one.
Yes.
I feel like I'm developing some kind of like biased eyesight for the flares, like when they're preparing to launch the flares. It always just like, oh no, don't you do it, motherfucker.
Hey, everybody, welcome to Helldivers 2 chat.
Yeah,
Tell us
they're-
about your
Ooh.
wacky Helldivers stories.
I did my first hard. I was the only one who got out.
Ooh.
They were like, wait. I'm like, no. The boats were approaching. I was at the ship. Nobody else was. Like, I'm getting on.
You idiots.
This is a you problem.
I wish I
Democracy
could,
waits for no man.
All
I
right.
wish you called support.
I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
I'm mostly done.
You're not on
But-
camera, by the way.
Yeah, no, I've still got it closed. I've just been sitting here working. Are y'all already twitching?
Yeah. We're twitching.
Hi,
We'll go. Look at the Twitch,
Awful.
we need it bad.
Us. Hi, me and Chase that are on Twitch.
I'm watching.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. Number
Um,
1 viewers.
Yeah.
Hey, yo. I'm giving you the most bits.
I'm not even sure what the hell that is. I know you said it,
Yeah.
but I haven't gotten any checks, so very disappointed. Okay, well, we're gonna get right into this bish.
Okay. Full disclosure, I'm still working and sort of paying attention, but go ahead and start.
I'll take it.
I
Okay.
am fully paying attention. For the
All right.
Good. When I ask stupid questions later, that's why.
Okay. So here we go. I will now commence the intro. A tradition spanning over 4,000 years. 4,000. Do we have any concept of time of 4,000 years, by the way? Like, what was the
No,
Earth like
that's
4,000 years ago? I mean, we
Like
were
ancient
dealing.
Egypt, I think,
Yeah,
right?
we were. Much time has passed, yet this city endures, right? So, a tradition spanning over 4,000 years. The Radiant Festival of Absalom stands as a testament to the enduring spirit and cultural achievements of its people. Hi, Kitty. This grand celebration, observed every century, symbolizes the city's strength and unity through countless sieges. After a long absence, the centennial celebration has returned with unprecedented vibrancy, drawing attendees from all corners of the globe. Most join in the revelry, while others harbor darker intentions, eager to exploit the occasion to further their own villainous schemes. Villainous? Villainous. Villainous.
Voluminous.
Voluminous.
Voluminous. Also that.
Standing in their way is a cobbled together constabulary sworn to protect and preserve the people of this great city. These courageous men and women are known as the agents of Edgewatch. These are their stories. Yes.
Outpost.
Got the chat.
Ooh, nice how the music paused for that too. Not planned that. All right. So when we last left our agents, they were you all were just finishing up the situation at the temple, where the hostage situation got a little out of control, but you did manage to broker a peace between the kobolds and the administrative staff, so to speak. And then you reported in your daily, what you found out from the stoneworkers about a man named Jeremy Hoff, who was the labor broker for the missing stonemasons, who you have been tasked with finding. And one of the last things that some of the fellow workers heard from them was that they were going to talk to Jeremy Hoff about their accommodations. They were not happy with the accommodations that this labor broker had set them up with. And you even went so far as to investigate said habitations. And it was, not in a good place, in a pretty dilapidated section of town. The old lady there didn't really seem to be a very capable or welcoming or trustworthy or anything individual, and you could see why they were upset with their accommodations. So last thing they did was talk to Jeremy Hoff, that you're aware of. That's like the last thing on your timeline. You know, you have that long line of events, and then that's where you're at now. German Hoff. So, reporting this to the detective, Bolera. She knows German Hoff very well. I think Wendelin also knows a little bit about German Hoff. He's kind of notorious as being incredibly corrupt. He skims, he blackmails, he traffics, you know, whatever it is, but you know, the free market keeps him in his position. He gets things done under budget and on time.
I mean, that like under budget thing is huge because there's perfectly honest people who aren't under budget. So I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, he's efficient. He's good at what he does. So
It's easy to be under budget when you don't pay people enough.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
The hovel that those people were staying in, like,
exactly. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I would have burnt it to the ground rather than go inside.
It was not a nice place, and yeah, I mean, people complain, but he's in such a position of power. People, the people that he is paid by don't care because they just care about getting the projects done. That's the way it is in Absalom. City's always moving, and the just and the unjust alike all go to sleep and wake up the next day. And you're kind of getting perhaps
I forgot the
as
most important part.
huh?
The most important part is we all got our archetypes that night.
Oh yes, so there was some
Everybody
character
important.
advancement.
Everybody but you, yeah.
There was some advancement. The ordeal that you faced in the temple, dealing with the traps and the homicidal kobold.
There's still some underground with that black dragon.
There still it is.
Something's on the lookout.
Rumors. Yes. Don't forget about the rumors. They're always true. Always. Absolutely 100% true.
Called
Yeah.
foreshadowing.
That's if I was a GM running this and book 6 was a black dragon.
Put him in there now. See, I told you. Why didn't you look into it? It's your fault.
I mean, I don't think
Told
we're
you about that black dragon.
any level to take care of a dragon.
Maybe a baby
No.
dragon.
Yeah, like
I mean, like what?
one
in-
that's struggling
in the
to
Otari
hatch out of
thing?
the egg.
Yeah. So, with what you know of German Hoff, you also know that he operates his business out of this underground nightclub called the House of Planes, Planes, where German
Oh man,
Hoff,
I totally had that
you
written
had
as
that as-
PLAINS.
no, you didn't. Did you really?
That
Oh,
totally means
interesting.
something different.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you for spelling it. That's a whole different thing in Pathfinder.
I was
I was
thinking
gonna say,
that.
I don't think we have aircraft in this game.
Well,
that
she
are
means the
like-
plains of the field, like the
Yeah.
the open
Oh.
fields.
Yeah. On the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
not
why I
like
didn't make the
planes
distinction
in-
originally, because I was like, well, it's not a plane, obviously. But then it hit me like, oh,
I
maybe
must
the
have missed it
plains.
originally. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, and out of this seedy nightclub, you know, he cavorts with other criminals and politicians alike. One and the same in some cases. And Detective Bolera has been trying to get, you know, some intel on that, on who his associates are. Because information, you know, is power, and they need all the help they can get. So she has asked you all to go undercover.
Yeah, that's this party.
Yeah.
Since you have not, since you're kind of low on the scale of visibility.
No, totally nobody will recognize us.
Nah.
Yeah. Aren't these great aligned?
And to get into this nightclub, it was recommended by the kobold Skerix that you take the back way in, because that's how they got in when they first met with Jeremy, and that way should get you into the club. You would like kind of come in through the kitchen, but once you were in the club, then you were good, because anybody who's in the club does not get questioned. It's getting through the door that is the hard part, the front door. But to get through that area, you have to go through a secret entrance in an obscure graveyard, and potentially deal with the hazards that have been put in place to protect that back door. You never want only a one way in on an underground lair, right? You always got to have your
Backup.
your way out. Yeah. So here you can exploit that and use it as a way in. But like I said, venturing into the undercity beneath, the surface of Absalom is treacherous. You've already gotten a little taste of that, just in small little ruins of some ancient, who knows what, something where Kanthi got that item. So yeah, as part of your cover, you've been asked to go to the Ivy District, to one of the playhouses there, and meet with the contact of Detective Boleras, who will get you whatever it is you need. You want to dress up in a flare. However you feel best.
I definitely have.
But you should also prepare for, an underground expedition. So, yeah, there'll be like 2 phases to this operation. One is getting in or getting to, and then the other is dealing with the nightclub and finding any information you can from German Hoff without blowing your cover. Also, it's like you gotta squeeze the information out of him without him realizing that he's being interrogated. Perhaps you'll have to ingratiate yourself in some way. Maybe do some things that you're not necessarily comfortable with.
We're gonna have to take a head of drugs. We're gonna have to kill someone.
It'll be fine.
I personally hope you make it there, but that is.
You're worried we're not gonna make it? It's fine. We'll live forever.
I mean, the Undercity it's a dangerous place.
Full of black dragons and kobolds.
Okay, so your homework assignment, whatever, if you didn't do it, it's fine. It was to kind of whatever.
Yeah, our outfit.
It doesn't have to be crazy, but whatever you can do is whatever you want with it. Yeah, so let's one more thing. So you guys kind of were like told that night, you were like, you got to go tonight because this is a missing persons thing. Every minute matters, right? I know Yelena wanted some time to kind of refocus some of her tools and such, but just don't have that luxury right now. You did some time saving stuff, right? Exploring, using that feat, the hobnobber and stuff, but now you kind of just got to go like to sleep they give you like sedatives, and they help you pass out so that you wake up
Start early
like
with the drugs.
2 in the morning, ready to go. But one other thing I want to do, so you all go home to your respective homes, and then you gained your archetype, right? Or you had a conversation with an individual, in some cases with yourself, and reflected on everything you've done already. It's been 5 days. I know maybe contesting that. We're not sure. I'm pretty sure it's 5. I was looking at the notes. Pretty sure it's 5 days that we are on the Serenith the 5th. Oh wait, no, this would be the 6th day. Sorry, because you started on the day before the 1st. But I'm not even going to get into that.
That sounds right.
All that time you've spent trolling, helping that kid with the all the stuff you did, yeah. Trying to find this Vinter that was missing, dealing with the menagerie, the animals that had gotten loose, all this stuff just finally like has pushed you into a higher level now. And what kind of abilities? We don't have to talk about them now. If you'd rather show them mid-action, that's fine too for the first time. But if there's any character things that you may have that you want to talk about, or you want to tell the other members of the group about, or our listening audience of 12,000?
Yes,
12,000 people
millions
right
of
now?
people listening. Yeah.
I think mine.
Someone's saying, "Tell us."
The one big thing that Wendolyn got was already revealed, but
Right.
it was the fact that I now have an Eidolon that follows me around.
What does it look like?
Well, yeah. What does?
It's a Fey creature, so its appearance isn't quite fixed, but I do have a at least temporary picture that I think you can show, right, sir? Can you like?
Yeah, I can certainly do that. Where is this here? Oh, there she is. Okay.
Like, I don't think I can show people artwork, so.
Right. It's a
Oh,
picture
yes.
of it there. So there you go.
How tall is she? Is she like?
She's a
Also
medium
in it.
creature, so she is much larger than I am.
Yeah.
The picture she like kind of has like a dress maybe, and kind of like looks like she's floating when she walks. That's how this is coming to mind when I
Man, what are you?
maybe barefoot.
A one-y spiritualist with a ghost?
Yes.
Spiritualist is so good.
Okay. Does anybody else want to mention any advancements? Anything
I'm getting
neat?
better at healing people.
That's right.
And Elena feels, a little more confident in a sort of leadership position.
Right. She's been studying the handbook that Alo gave her. Advanced squad tactics.
Yeah, she's gonna stop trying to she's gonna stop second guessing herself so much.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, she
Leave it.
messes up.
Leave that to the historians.
You also gave us a
That is a
sexy
quote from
aura.
one of my most favorite leader figures ever,
Leave it to the historian.
Admiral Adama.
Admiral Adama. Ugh. Good show. Good show.
Yeah. Okay, so one more thing. I think when we see if Elena at her home, hovel. What is it? I'm not sure. It's probably
an
on the
apartment.
nicer side of the Jasper stuff, right? I mean,
It was my assigned one. So.
yeah, right. So they kind of cleaned it up. Maybe she made it her own. Put iron bars up in the windows.
Mhm. I think it happened once, and then people got the message to never really mess with it ever.
The impaled skull heads on the pikes outside the door really kind of
Yeah.
give the message out. You check in on Ferris, your adopted halfling child. It's late, he's well asleep. Maybe creep in the room to kind of sit next to him, just watch him. And then your eye passes to a bunch of some parchment on the table, just stuff that he draws as part of his therapy. And there's that symbol again, it kind of appears, it's there kind of, but not prominent. But there is also a figure, a green figure with kind of, what do they call that when your teeth are underbite? Yes, an underbite.
Serrated teeth.
Yeah. And there's also like a figure. He's kind of talented as an artist. Not like stick figure stuff. And there's another picture. Next to that person is what you probably assume is his own self. And the green figure with the underbite, seems to be, we'll just say, like, seems to be in a protective stance, as if I'm kind of like fending off something. And that figure also has the mark on their arm. And the mark's in the same spot that you saw it on that one person. That's really it.
Yeah, I think Elena takes a moment to take in the drawing, kind of echoing back and forth in her head. Not exactly what she was expecting, but also maybe a little bit relieved, but still troubled by it. And she will commit the drawing to memory as best she can, and give another kiss to Ferris's forehead. Make sure Nona is tucked in. Then she'll head out.
Okay, so we can say that you guys went to the Ivy District.
Shopping.
And met with a very, flamboyant stage director.
We're finding clothes from a theater.
Who is...
So you get into a secret club?
Yes, that's why you're in the Ivy District. A limitless supply of costumes. Or any production in the Ivy District is, not half-assing it. They are top tier. I'm not gonna play out the flamboyant guy. Maybe I could. I don't care. But if you guys, okay. Well, hello there. Oh my goodness, I am so excited. Oh, and he looks each of you over. Oh, yes, darling. Yes. You are all so delicious. Come now, come, my secret spies. And he looks around, he's playing it up like, anybody out there? Is it just you? Were you followed? Did you double back? The agents of darkness are everywhere.
Aren't they now? That's very
Come in quickly. And he is, having just a grand old time with you all. Just, he snaps his fingers, and one of his assistants comes running up. And he's got a little tape measure and a notepad, and so I mean,
What's his name?
his name is his name. Let me look that up real quick.
And the assistant's name too?
Yeah.
Don't talk to the assistant. You don't need to know his name. The assistant's name is let's see here. Frith Froth. Frith Froth. Yes. They call me all frothy because I get all frothy in the mouth when there's a new production starting. Rawr, I'm gonna bite you. I got rabies. You're giving me rabies. Meow. Meow.
Is this a colo?
Is it a colo? No, it's
which used to be called Knowles.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the new Knoll.
The GNU.
Do you want it to be a colo?
Yeah, I kind of do.
The rabies really hits home there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I know what Elena is going for. I've got an idea.
Wait. I want to hear more about this. About Frith Froth.
Oh no, darling! This is all about you tonight. Please.
So Elena has an idea, and she'll share what she's thinking. She figures that she can pull off hired muscle pretty well. So if somebody has any sort of idea for a disguise that they want to do that would have a bodyguard, or she could just be the bodyguard for a group, excellent, perfect. So
Volunteer. We have a volunteer.
So this is probably pretty well known. Varisians have a bit of a bad reputation, and there's a very specific reason why they have a bit of a bad reputation. So today, Elena is fulfilling the stereotypes. She's going to grab bits of orange and turquoise, and dress very, very I am hired muscle, right? So we're talking like kind of a heavy coat that's clearly hiding some armor padding, rough and ready boots that you could probably wear in a nice place, but definitely not if you're a guest, but absolutely if you're the help. And just enough bits of her outfit. She'll tie up her hair with one of the scarves, and she'll get a few of those coins on a chain thing, just to incorporate into bits of her outfit, to conform to enough stereotypes to be labeled as, and I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, labeled as part of the Sarni families. That's her plan.
Play into that.
Nice.
Play into those stereotypes. The Zarni. I always say it's Zarni in my head.
Zarni, sure. I mean, it's SCZ. It's definitely not a phoneme that I'm familiar with. So, yeah, that's what she'll do, and she'll hate it every second.
You also have a fake mustache that you twirl as a Zarni?
No, she would.
The Sarni, Shkarni, whatever they are, is sort of like a mix between the Romani and I feel like Russian mobsters.
Yeah, the mobs. Yeah, absolutely. Because they're not
the classic villain.
I see them more as Albanian mafia.
Yeah, because they're not they're families, but they're not entire clans or caravans. They're usually woven in. So yeah, she's going as a mobster. That's her cover.
Okay. That's good. It's good. It's good. What else we got?
Well, I don't think I'd be particularly skilled at pretending to be Azani, but if you need to be protecting someone, perhaps it would be easier for me to be whomever that is. If you have any ideas.
Are you good at lying though? Because I feel like whoever in charge is going to have to be the one talking most of the time.
That is a good point.
So
Well,
maybe you could be a secretary for me.
Yes, yes, yes.
Board, I feel like that would play into your strengths.
I think that's wonderful. I can take notes as we go.
Be their lawyer. Their legal
Because I'm
aid.
sure people love it when we go into this den of iniquity when there's somebody standing there taking notes on everything they say.
Copious notes.
Yeah.
what's the angle, Gwendolyn?
Yeah, they may not appreciate that.
We should get our stories straight.
Well, I figure my thought was that I would be some sort of new mobster type. So I think your idea of playing that role is great. I obviously wouldn't be a member of your ethnicity, seeing as how I'm a gnome. But basically, I'm just coming in trying to check out the new city and see like where I can fit in with, you know, as a new family or new group. So I
Right.
mean, having at least one guard. I don't know if Kanti, if you had a plan for what you wanted to
Perhaps
do.
I am your local guide, showing you around all the sites.
Well, I don't know if they would let you
Why would
in.
you take your guide to the
Yeah.
I'm lost.
Exactly. Exactly.
Why would they
Like-
take the no?
This is our stagecoach driver. We've brought them inside.
There's like an etiquette to being hired muscle. So you can just do that and just be angry at people who talk to you. It's perfectly fine. Let me put it this way. People in this
Can I pass as angry?
yes. People in this line of work like their privacy, and they will understand if you ask for it, they say. And if they pry, they know they are picking a fight, you know? Not a lot of reason to pick a fight with the hired muscle. So, you'll probably be fine. Gwendolyn, we just met. You hired me. I came well recommended, reputable, but we haven't been working together long. I'm not going to tell you anything else in case you get asked.
That's fair. I'm guessing that I've probably known Sabra a while. I'm assuming we're not using our real names. Did we want to?
No, I have a name, yeah. I have a name.
I mean, no, you just met her a few days ago, like
Okay.
everybody else, but
Feels like
No,
yeah,
I
long
mean
no.
like
time.
in the story, not in the.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Perhaps rather than a secretary, I could be oh, what's the term? I suppose like your fixer.
Fixers
Drugs?
require fixers require so much know-how and presence. You cannot be a fixer in this city without this man knowing you. He's a fixer,
Oh, I suppose so.
right? He's the one that you go to for the job,
Ooh.
not you. So if you go
But
into
if
his territory,
but if Gwendolyn is a new person on the scene, she would have someone. Just a
No,
suggestion.
she'd
I'm
be seeing-
not the expert in this situation.
she'd be seeing him as the fixer. This is his neighborhood. We
Ah,
don't
I see.
march into someone else's neighborhood and say, "I have my own fixer." By the way, fuck you.
I
You're not
mean,
getting my business.
you could always be my date if you prefer, rather than my secretary.
Or you could be like an expert, a partner. Maybe you're looking for something. Hey, you're a jewel thief.
You're the
You're
you're the
the jewel
accountant.
guy.
You're the one.
I have a
who-
name. Conti says like in the middle of this conversation.
Great. What is it, Conti?
Blind.
What? Your name is Blind?
Ask me why.
Why
is
I-
is your name
I-
blind?
Pokes you in the eyes. Yeah, ask her that.
Because if you look at me or her the wrong way, I rip out your eyes.
Okay.
Got it.
Grr.
It's a little much, but I think we can work with it.
I think ham-fisted is your style, so I think it's fine.
You know what I forgot to do?
No.
She gives you a thumbs up. Hero point?
Oh yeah.
oh.
What was it? Someone was gonna suggest for Savara to do.
So I have the following ideas. Definitely not fixer, because for real, like a fixer is what he's doing. So he
Okay,
would
yeah,
know
that's
you
a good
if you
point.
were- and like you wouldn't be moving cities if you were a fixer. There's a lot of things, but I think like if you're a specialist, like maybe Wendland's looking to lift a jewel. Maybe she's looking to do a specific job, because that's a very good reason to seek this man out. Say, hi, I have a very specific job that I want you to do, and it's not something I can do in the light of day. So I sought you out. This is my expert. She's the person. And then you could like wow him with your facts on whatever you were looking at. Be like, this is the person who's going to verify. I want you to get a team together. Maybe I want to talk price and I want to know who your people are, that kind of thing. I want to know. And then that could be your it, right? You could talk to him about like bits of his operation that he might be willing to divulge with if you're a potential customer.
I mean, you do have a lot of background in law as well, so you could literally just be a lawyer that, maybe doesn't always stand on the side of justice.
No, he knows the lawyers. If this man is dirty, he knows the lawyers.
No, a new lawyer. See, I'm new.
Oh,
She's
interesting.
When when Elena says that he knows the lawyers, Savara gets really pale.
This is the man who not only knows the lawyers, he knows their wives and their addresses and where their kids go to school. All right? I mean,
There is an element, you can, if you're worried about being recognized for any reason, that you can disguise yourself without going, little things here and there change things. But before we go on, it's something I forgot to do, and it is this. Okay.
with the double click, with
Yes.
the double booms. Yeah,
One outfit.
yeah. So,
lawyer, Lilith doesn't think lawyer is great. It's
Yeah.
another one of those, why would you bring a cop into my... And again, he would know the lawyers. I don't know.
Well,
I don't want to...
I will say too that y'all wouldn't have any idea what Savara's background is. You probably picked up that she obviously knows some laws and such, just from what she's been talking about. But she
Yeah.
is not at all divulged.
Oh yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know
any of
if
her
you
career,
are
right.
a lawyer. I don't know that. I just
Mhm.
know that you're real good at paperwork. So to me, that's lawyer.
I mean, and you're really you're
Yes.
kind of like you're the defense. You're the person who's going to verify the goods.
Yes,
Maybe
I was going to
Gwendolyn is
say
a buyer.
perhaps I'm the bookkeeper.
Any sort of intellectual role, I think you can fill out. And
Um,
so whatever you feel.
I do think though we need to make sure I'm well disguised.
Okay.
Very well. We can do that for sure. I don't know if I can do your disguise for you. I think that's a kind of a personal thing between you and the kid. I
mean-
don't know if I can roll your disguise, but
Well, I think you can do a disguise on someone else.
Yes.
And
That's the whole point of we coming to the Ivy District, right?
right. Well, and I don't know.
Disguise.
I don't know if what's her name?
They'll do a they can, if no one here is trained or wants to do it.
I mean,
Well, you know what? I mean,
am
honestly,
trained,
okay.
but I don't know.
These guys are like masters.
Mhm.
Right. So, but like in the weird system that we're in, like, are they? I don't know, a +4 master, which is great for an average person, but like, I'm an adventurer, so I'm godlike, or
Right.
I think
Right.
Elena
So it's a
will-
matter of their proficiency is high, but their level is low.
Right.
I
Does that
think
mean-
Elena. Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I have a +8 in deception, which I believe is what the
Yeah.
disguise check is.
Yes. And you do have access to exceptional
Disguise kits.
disguise kits, basically. So that would I would translate that into a +2.
Oh, okay.
So, okay.
+3, actually. +3. Yeah.
Nice.
It's top tier.
At the very least, I think I want to do myself. If y'all want to have Frothy do yours,
You're gonna what?
I'm gonna do myself.
Right
Oh.
now,
Unless you
in
want
front of everyone?
Chris Roth to do you.
I'm gonna do my disguise face, not do myself.
I don't think. I don't think Conti's going to do a disguise check just because I think if she's recognized, it'll probably be from her time before Edgewatch.
right,
and
it'll work in her favor.
But yeah.
As a guard, absolutely. Although they might be like, "Wait a minute, your name's not blind." And you're like,
Well, no,
"Well,
no,
it is now."
as a not as a guard, but as
It's a night.
a combatant in the Aurorium.
Right, which
Oh.
seems like a good place to get a guard from.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Oh, I
not
see what you
like-
mean. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry, as a bodyguard, not as a.
Okay. All right.
God.
So these are sacred checks.
Is that?
Yeah.
Is it? Is it? Do we roll or is it like?
Yes.
They go against our disguise or deception DC.
Well, so can I or Frothy, depending on what people choose, roll for them, or do they have to roll their own disguise checks?
No, you can. They can roll their own checks with your modifier, or you can roll it for them. It's fine. As far as how does the disguise go? Well, let us examine the impersonate, which
Ah, yes.
I think is the action that it is called. You create a disguise to pass yourself off as someone or something you are not. Assembling a convincing disguise takes 10 minutes. Blah, 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 blah. In most cases, creatures have a chance to detect your deception only if they use the seek action to attempt perception checks against your deception DC. So it would be against your deception DC. If you attempt to directly interact with someone while disguised, then it is your roll versus their perception.
Ah.
See? It
Mhm.
goes
So
both ways.
we're going to be doing that as we go into a bar and talk to these people.
Yeah, but I'm going to have you roll in advance because there's no need to just roll
Yeah.
it then and there. But you're not disguising yourself as a specific individual, blah, blah, blah. So that's what it is. So unless you are presenting yourself, like speaking to people, there's no need for that. There won't be any need for them to make to compare the rolls. But if they somehow decide to take the seek action for if they're somehow suspicious about you, or if they're going to check you at the door, or if they're going to just give you the once over, then you are in danger. Yeah,
So
makes sense.
Okay.
All right, so I got my little notepad here.
So just
Oh.
as a quick aside, basically, Gwendolyn's costume is going to be something like a mix between Jessica Rabbit and Nancy from The Craft. So kind of skin tight leather gloves that come up to her elbows
Oh.
without sleeves. Her hair is going to be like, I think, the female version of the pompadour. That whole like
Mhm.
thing right there.
Nice,
And,
nice.
she's a little bit flashy, but yeah, she's got some kind of big jewelry on, lots of spikes and stuff that's like do not touch.
Elena has 2 extra bits to her disguise that she wants to incorporate. Do I get the sense that Frithroth is really, really good at this? Like, does Elena?
Oh,
get the
he's
sense?
good. He's running this. He's running this joint. I mean, he's.
I'll let him do his thing, and I'll ask for 2 things. I want some concealer for the scar, And I want to temporarily dye my hair all black because those are her two most identifiable features.
That's no problemo. No problem at all. I've already lost his voice. I don't remember.
I see. I think
Yes.
you
Okay.
sound like Mad Hatter.
Thank you.
Conti's gonna find like some really like loose fabrics, like for her pants, and like a nice crop top to show off her like rippling abs and like her muscle, like leaning into that like Vudrani like show.
The gun show, smoke show.
Because
Do you have
like
any
I
tattoos?
think being in the Aurorum is you're as much of a fighter as you are like an actor. So it's kind of like her leaning on this again of like, yeah, I'm probably not gonna actually fight somebody, but at least like put on the performance of it.
Right. What's going on here?
It would be a little heavy-handed for anybody who's probably actually, who is Vudrani and recognize it, but to the normal person.
Okay. That's weird. I need to restart OBS real quick.
Uh-oh. Goodbye, Twitch stream. All 5 viewers, no.
Sorry about that. Everybody was frozen for a while there. Okay. Very good.
That was
So
good timing for me to get pulled away then.
yes. All right. Was there anything else that now is yes. You in the
So
back.
I think the main thing for Savara is obviously she's not going to wear like the scarf that she usually wears. But I think she would want to try to disguise or to change her hair in some way. So, maybe she'd like I don't know how much time we have, but maybe she'd try to like straighten it and just like braid it down her back or something so it looked as different as she could make it. And then she would totally defer to everyone else for what would be appropriate clothing for all of this because she doesn't know.
Okay.
You don't wear armor, right?
I mean, she just has the like leather armor that the watch provides.
Okay.
Has the watch
So-
markings on it.
I'm guessing
Right.
you need to be a leather bustier for the armor.
A what?
Bustier?
Like a
You know what
corset.
a bustier
No, yeah,
it
yeah,
lifts
yeah.
and separates? Bustier. And then some sort of sheath dress, and it can be whatever color you want.
And they do have, serviceable we'll say like light and medium armor.
Yeah, and I mean, it makes sense to me that like anybody going into a place like this, even if they're a bookkeeper or whatever, is gonna have some sort of personal protection. So yeah, something leather would be good.
Okay. Now, as far as personal weaponry, what are we doing here?
Conti's got her 2 guns.
Have a
Easy.
shield with the box. Yeah, that's it. I'm
Oh, nice.
bringing
Picked up a
my-
leveling gunslinger.
I have my own steel shield at home, and I will slap my boss on it with the help of someone, probably tomorrow, like the next draft.
Yeah, I think we talked about that last week even.
Yeah, so I'll pop the boss on over, and I will have a shield.
I'll bring a rapier probably, and a whip. And then just as like a weird thing, I want like something that I'm going to use with telekinetic projectile. That's going to be like my Yondu arrow.
Nice.
You know?
Would it be
Nice.
would it be too much to take the crossbow? Or do we think it might?
I mean, if you can explain it, then
Yeah.
you know.
You can also, Savara, you can leave it with me. For Kanti. You can can use a crossbow.
That's true. It would make sense for you to have a crossbow on your back, and then I could grab it if I had to.
Company
Yep.
playing like the monk style, so she'll be unarmed.
Yeah. And then I'll keep my healer's tools, of course.
Okay.
Could I keep my bola in my pouch, or is it too big for that?
Bullets.
Your what?
Yeah, my
Oh.
bolas.
I mean, in the pouch?
I mean, just like, yeah, just like a little. I'm assuming we're not taking like full backpacks and stuff, but
That's another thing that I could probably get away with carrying once we're there.
okay.
You could also like put it around your waist and pretend like it's a belt.
Right. And you know, anything that you bring in there. Remember, there's 2 phases to this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first
True.
is
We have to.
the first is going to be reaching the back door.
Which is why I figure like it can just be. We'll
I mean,
we'll do our gear and
You could
then
just leave
we'll
your
go.
a pile of
We
shit
get there
in the
and
corner.
stash it somewhere. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So once we get to the door, yeah, she can wrap her bolas around her waist and hand you her crossbow.
I'm gonna buy a set of bolas. I think I could really use those.
They're fun.
Trip.
They came in clutch that one time. You were chasing
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
that cut price.
Is there
That was
better ones?
that was
Like-
awesome.
Like great or good?
Not really. I don't think they've.
No, but I think technically
kinda
you get
s-
a +1 with them now because of the optional rule, right?
Oh well, yes. All of that should be working now. All of you should have potency bonuses.
Sweet.
Oh,
I.
I'm gonna punch something. Let's see.
It's an athletics check, not an attack roll, because I don't have any.
Right. So
Wouldn't get any bonuses unless I did my. Well, that's a level 3 thing. A level
yeah.
3 and we're not anyway.
Ooh, but we are not playing with the skill
playing with it, right?
potencies.
Yeah, that's what I was mentioning. It's like we're not even playing with it anyway. So
We're playing just for the runes, baby.
I'll have to keep that against my hands, but that's okay. I was only at a +8.
Okay. So after, we need the rolls.
so
Let's go left to right as it appears on the screen there. Just Svara, Elena, Wendelin, and then Kanti.
Oh, the stream appears to be down, by the way.
What?
I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I shut it off and turned it back on again.
Ah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I'm good on my end.
I had to reload. Now I get to watch an ad. Okay.
I know. That sucks, but everything was frozen, so I had to restart it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So is that me first?
Yes.
Okay. I actually amusingly have a decent deception bonus just because of my charisma. But it's +5, but I think I'm still probably better off letting hi cat. Letting the expert do it.
Yeah, Wendelin probably would be directing, and then they'd be
I'm
nodding.
you,
And...
everyone.
Okay, yeah.
We're watching for a reaction from Chase and didn't get it, so. But yeah, I can do that for everyone. So
Yeah, where's your pickup? Where's your what?
I
Did
have
you
a
say?
+8, and Serve said we get a +3 to the check. So
Yeah, you do it.
Uh-huh. So let's see them rolls.
Yeah.
Hope they're higher than some of the.
So
Oh.
okay, so we're all rolling them at +11.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, cat. So.
I'm guessing I should also actually. I think I might have a +12 because high-ranking criminals. I have a +1 when interacting with them.
Ooh.
We have a +12.
Okay, well, that will be situational, depending on who you're talking
Fair
to.
enough.
Okay.
No, I have a +8 to disguise, but he said we're getting a +3 because of the theater.
Circumstance.
Yeah.
Got okay, that's Elena. Okay. I'm gonna screenshot these. Jesus, better and let's go. Who else?
Can I hero point that?
Hunter's going by herself or as herself, so
Yeah, it's not even. Some of you may not even be, really disguising yourself. All right. So, Kanti, you're not gonna try and portray yourself as someone you're not. You're not trying to. Okay, that's totally fine. Yep.
I'm totally putting makeup on you unless you stop me.
Little rouge.
I'm gonna see this gun. I'm gonna see it again.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So let's take it to the map of Absalom as we try to get a sense of what we're doing here, where we're going.
I give
Yes.
myself hand wraps of mighty blows as I was looking up because it gives me +1 on attack, just to balance out since I don't have a weapon to put
Right.
the +1 on.
Right. Yeah.
So I'll get now.
Okay. So you are currently in the Ivy District. It's also late at night.
Ooh.
Yes. Spooky. And you make the long, whoops, that's a light. I don't want that. You make the long journey across, probably heading up,
The entire city.
yeah, all the way around.
Were you gaming before this, or
Hunting.
And
That would be very expensive. Very expensive.
even at this late hour, Absalom is still a city that continues to be busy. You've got it's kind of like, there's lights everywhere, celebrating the festival. Lots of folks carousing and laughing. Some crying. But mostly good times. And
Like two girls that are really drunk, like hyping each other up outside of bar. Girls' night.
And as you approach the border of the Ascendant Court, you can see that the mood changes drastically. There are lots of people, not so much celebrating, but they seem to be praying. There is a sizable amount of what you might consider to be vagrants, as they all come to the Ascendant Court to find perhaps purpose in one of the many religious institutions that are based out of this district. Churches of all religions, some even long gone. There's still a kind of a church to Arodin here, and other gods that may have come and gone that you've never heard of. There is a group of people gathered around a prophet, and the prophet is speaking words of wisdom or nonsense. You're not sure which of the two, but they are all enraptured. And is this going to be another individual who will attempt to make the crossing? And you can see it, Sorry, go ahead.
I'll let you finish.
Okay, well, you can see in the distance the towering spire of the Starstone Cathedral.
And at that point, Compton kind of nudges Wendell and says, 40 gold and I take the test.
Side quest.
I don't think we need a second drunk god.
Alien too.
Rude. Wow.
The drunkening.
Savara with the zinger.
And then after she says that, she looks totally shocked that it came out of her mouth. I'm so sorry.
Covers her mouth immediately.
Elena's like nodding, like, hell yeah, dap you up.
So anyways, 40 gold?
And it's kind of an interesting parallel, the four of you on this path, on this journey together. And the parallel I'm speaking of is kind of like you're now on the other side now, in a sense, where people look at you differently. Perhaps when you were, patrolling together, people looked at you with a sense of deference, perhaps guilt, anger, whatever. There is some sort of resonant feeling people have when they see the cloth and the colors of the Absalom watch. Some good, some bad. But here now, journeying together, you notice that people aren't really paying that much attention to you. And occasionally, like, someone will come up and ask you for alms, or to repent your sins, or to release your inhibitions and sin to your heart's content. Lots of kind of interaction from the crowd in this quarter. It seems anybody that steps in here is game for evangelists and beggars and hopefuls, prophets seeking disciples, that kind of thing. Finally, you get through all that and you arrive in Eastgate, kind of at the base of a large hill, and you make your way to the assigned meeting point, the Grand Holt, which I believe is right here. It is a massive tree that is not hard to find, not only because you can see it from so far away, but its roots extend for blocks and blocks. And in some cases, tearing into buildings and marking them as condemned, because this tree is where Arodin first laid his head after the ordeal of raising the Starstone from the depths of the ocean and creating this island paradise for humanity. And it is beneath the bough of this ancient tree that he communed with nature, and it has remained a thriving symbol of the city. And it is a massive tree that just branches, think of like the Avatar tree, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's incredible size. And within the little branches, you can see all sorts of like leshies kind of just living there, peeking over the edge, watching you, maybe even some fey creatures.
Serzel's first character for this campaign that we didn't go with. Look at him go.
You talking about the leshy you made for the Plaguestone game?
Oh no, I'm talking about my first idea as a character for you.
Oh. What is that? What do we see? What's that?
A human, fair skin, and the tattoo of a Rastal's bow across her chest, from shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, the one we talked about that you first made. I see now. That was tough. Making that concept work. In this particular setting.
Yeah.
There are a total of 17 trunks on the Grand Hold, all intertwined with one another.
A lot of trunks.
Yeah. There is even a well-known circle of druids that operate out of the Grand Hold as well. And you can see a few of them gathered and silent praise, communing with nature and offering their worship and to spirit of nature, whatever that might be, the Green Faith, Gozra, or many other gods and forces. Eldest. And then there she is, Detective Bolera, kind of in the shadow of the tree, approaches you and gives you all the once over. She's like, I almost really didn't recognize you. I see that old Frothy took good care of you.
Actually, I did this myself.
Real nice, real nice. This is a Bolera here. Boop, 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 boop. Great. Well,
How do you like Savada?
she kind of maybe blushes a little bit as she looks at Savara and is like,
I did that one too.
good enough to eat, I'd say.
Savara turns bright red.
All right.
Well, maybe we'll have time for such pleasantries once the deed is done. She takes on a more serious tone.
Another peach.
All right, so I found the peach. She bites into another peach. Splash!
And as Randy told us, if it's actually that juicy, it's not properly ripe
Right.
or something.
It's not a good peach.
It's more for the effect, you know.
So, yes, she goes on to explain that Raptor's Roost is a really obscure graveyard, if you could even call it that. It's just less than a dozen graves kind of sandwiched in Eastgate. It is a place where an old officer of the Eagle, the Eagle Riders, the Edgewatch of Absalom, who operate out of one of the towers. He dedicated these plots for members of that esteemed group of individuals that ride around on the hippogriffs and such, defending Absalom from the skies. It's an elite force. It's not a lot of them, but they are usually instrumental in many of the siege defenses that Absalom has withstood. Well, anyway, so that's where Raptor's Roost. That's what Raptor's Roost is, and she's like, "Let's go for a walk."
I'm assuming she's disguised as well, right?
No, she's not going. There's no way she's going. She can't risk it.
That's why she's.
No.
She'd be too
I understand
recognized.
that, but she's not in her like uniform walking next to us.
No, she's never in uniform. She doesn't wear a uniform.
Okay.
She's too good. She's
Yeah. She's plain clothes. So yeah, you head, south somewhere around this area here, and there you see it, the small wedged in between two buildings. Actually, no, sorry, it's a little further south because it's in a more crowded area of Eastgate. So probably right around this area here is this graveyard. And in the center of it is this beautiful mausoleum. Yeah. With the carved hippogriff kind of wings spread wide. There's some kind of branches have fallen on it. The graveyard doesn't look particularly well maintained. The tombstones are, covered in ivy and
In the Ivy District?
my God, what is happening? Yeah, so we're gonna do. Let me just bring it back to the home screen here. Oh, I did. Okay. All right. So we're gonna do this. Bada boom! Oh no, that's the wrong one. Damn it! Hold on, wrong one. Damn it! There we go. There we go. One more time. Boom. Okay. All right.
Baby.
Oh, look at that face. Oh my gosh. This is holy shit. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. Yeah, so Detective Bolera is like, all right. You brought torches with you?
Yes.
Definitely.
100%.
Okay. Just watch yourself down there. And inside the mausoleum, there is that one large sarcophagus, and with some effort, you guys slide it open. She's there helping with it. And instead of a decomposing corpse, there is a stairway that drops down. The carved stone steps lead into pure darkness.
Are you ready? I have dark vision.
Pure black and white. And you can, the stale air comes up. And the scent of the smell of muskiness and okay then. I will have the guard will be posted up here just to watch your backs and in case well, hopefully in case of nothing, I guess. You guys will be fine. How do you feel?
I'm excited, actually.
All right.
Feel to me yet?
No, don't get in over your heads. Don't try and remember, you're not here to arrest anybody.
Just have fun.
Just don't have fun either. Remember what you're here for. There's missing people. Every second counts. And you know, if you can, just saying, you keep a tally on who's down there. See if you can get some names.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say put
You know,
the tab.
schmooze a little bit if you think you can manage that task. You know, you learn this business. It's more than just peacekeeping. Sometimes you gotta get your hands a little dirty.
Why don't you teach your mother to suck eggs?
Huh?
I'll keep my eye on them. Don't worry. We'll make it back.
All right. Who's going in first?
Cool.
Elena will lead the way with the torch.
All right. So the four of you proceed down these cold stone steps. Now, let us examine our exploration activities.
Way ahead of you, Chief. Already set mine.
Let's get Gith out of there. He is not present for this.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna search too. I'm not
Okay.
expecting to find a whole bunch of like, interesting ancient tablets or something to
Mhm.
research.
Oh no.
I do want to say I'm not telling you to, but investigating, can unveil information that may be important as
Alright.
well.
That's fine. We got other people searching. I'll do that.
Yeah, I'm just.
Told you to, like,
I mean, searching. Obviously, you're afraid of traps. I get it. You have every right to be afraid of traps, but there are other. Be flexible with it, I guess. But yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry.
All right. Okay. So defending, shield up, searching, investigating, and searching. Conti searching. Conti Wendelin searching. Savara investigating.
Oh, I gotta turn off the gather
And
information.
Elena is in the front with the shield up and the torch. Okay then.
Oh, also, I don't think I've actually said this, but I am pursuing the lead
Oh.
of the case of the missing Minkayan Masons.
Still so good.
Yeah.
Minkayan Masons. Missing Minkayan Masons.
And I know it's not the first time we've used missing, but there's too many M's. We gotta go with it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna happen a lot, I'm sure.
Okay. So down into the dark you go. You feel like you're going pretty far down. This narrow passageway is very claustrophobic too. It's not like a 5-foot wide hole. It's like 2 feet wide. You're gonna have to squeeze yourself into it. I know I would be absolutely terrified.
I would
People
never.
who like crawl onto these holes. Mm-mm. No way, man. No way. But yes, it is a narrow passageway. It's comfortable to win, probably. Comfortably snug. It drops. You can see, it winds back on itself as it goes down and down, just in an almost spiral pattern, where your ears start popping. And then finally, after what you can only assume to be, 100 feet below the surface of the city, you step out through an archway. Yeah, the stairway terminates at a stone archway, an ancient stone archway, with words carved along the crest of the mouse disappeared, so I'm freaking out here. Where'd my mouse go? Come back to me. Why is my mouse disappearing on me? I can't do anything. There it is. Whew, thank you. Sorry. So as I was saying, the art of the words are not in a language you can understand. Probably an Aslanti script. As the masonry of the staircase ends at the entrance.
I realized that I needed to give you my recall knowledge roll. Hopefully that worked. I just
for the investigate. Yep, I see it.
Yeah. I just grabbed a macro because for whatever reason the one in the action macros is still telling me -1.
Oh.
But if there's anything related to, excuse me, the Masons,
right,
I get a bonus.
Mm-hmm.
I don't remember what my other active thing is. What is that?
And yes, give me your perception checks if you're searching. As you pass through this entrance, you enter a cavern that is carved out of countless layers of rubble and ancient city buildings. For if you remember the history of Absalom, it has been built over on itself many, many times. And this cavern that you see here seems to split off in two directions, into two tunnels. We'll say to the west. You're not sure which way is really west, but we'll just establish a cardinal direction here. So there's no map for this, unfortunately.
Head west. And at this point,
I'm kidding. Of course there's a map.
our nice clothes are probably like a little dirty now.
Oh, look, we have different frames.
Yeah, I was messing with different frames. I kind of like these.
Yeah, they're cool.
I like them too. Oh, yo, it's automatically doing my aura. That's rad as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Earlier because I have it in my top right corner.
I knew it was possible.
And your torch is lit.
Sure is.
L-I-T.
I'm gonna pause just a moment here. Just hold on a sec.
How come I must be in exactly the right square to not be in your aura.
Yes, you are.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, no,
Just want to
it's
put a
okay.
little flicker on that. Okay.
Look at that.
So this is something, huh? Like the ancient floor all has the masonry here. This could be thousands of years old. What is everybody thinking as they kind of step out into this new world?
I think Kanti's a little on edge. Like, she doesn't spend a lot of time around people like this, but she knows the people. She's familiar with like people who think they're part of like this underworld and the like seedy nature of Absalom. And while she puts in like a tough act, I think she's a little nervous once we actually like get there. These people will cut you up, throw you out, and not think twice.
Honestly, I think Wen is probably not really paying attention to her surroundings other than like looking for traps because she's trying to get into character. So she's like, practicing the accent in her head and like, just kind of like psyching herself out.
Savara is super into like everything she's seeing. Oh, I've read about this. This looks like perhaps it's from the such and such period of the and so was the ruler of Absalom and the architectural styles and blah blah blah. And
Yeah, we'll say that a lot of this is dating from the Age of Excess, which was a period in about 2,000 years ago where shit was crazy in Absalom. And there was so much corruption in the government that they were just tearing down and building things just to fill the pockets of developers. That they were tearing down perfectly usable buildings and building on top of them for hundreds of years.
yeah, you think there's grift now?
Yeah. It was on a colossal scale.
I mean, imagine
Back
if they
then.
had the Grave Breaker.
Yeah.
What good they could do with it.
God, what if it got transported back in time?
I think that's beyond our jurisdiction.
Yeah.
The Black Dragon.
Yeah, that's no longer within the Harbor District or the,
Nothing starts like poking Svarn back. Wait, I have an idea.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Let's do the time warp.
Write it down. You never know.
It's just a hot to the left.
There's an
We're
accordion down here.
that's even scarier.
Oh my god! Now I'm getting into my stance.
Where's the accordion?
Wait, stop! I hear something.
I'm trying to figure out what the hell that is that's causing that.
Accordion playing.
Oh, I can't hear it.
The accordion of time travel, like I said.
I think that's it.
The accordion.
There it goes. Goodbye. Okay. So coming down here, Gwendolyn, you spot that the floor, the dust on the floor is kind of disturbed in places.
Which makes sense considering that this is used somewhat regularly.
Right. And there are like tracks.
Well, good. Let's follow those since hopefully they're going to the right place.
Not a lot of options otherwise. So.
Okay, so someone will have to change their exploration activity to follow tracks using survival. This is why that agent's Edgewatch archetype is so nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But
I don't think anyone took that though.
no.
No.
Just taken it for 2 levels and swapped it out.
Does anyone have survival that would like to try and track? Oh, okay.
I
Then.
do not. I am untrained in such things.
I lost it. Well, perhaps
There's one way. Let's just go.
yeah, I'm going in that direction.
Savara, once Gwendolyn points them out to you, you recognize them as cobalt tracks.
Oh.
Cobalt tracks. I have
Perhaps-
first rate.
Perhaps
Okay.
we'll find the dragon. Oh, something just collapsed. I hope the accordion player.
I would
Accordion stopped. That's
brought it unserious here. My dream is to punch a fucking dragon. How?
something.
Doesn't
I mean, is
sound
that-
very smart.
Is that going to be finished? The second act after that is going to be dying, right?
There is actually more information that Savara gets because of
Sorry, go ahead.
the role. Sorry, no, I was
Would punching a kobold suffice? Because these
No.
tracks look like kobold tracks. We
I've
might be
already
able to
done
find
that
some.
yesterday.
Oh, that's true.
Okay. Cobalt tracks, you said. What else?
There are also some strange humanoid feet.
What's strange about them?
I'm checking your score, what you rolled. They seem to be kind of mangled. That's kind of scary. That's kind of freaky.
So like barefoot
Barefoot.
human tracks, but
Mhm.
I
But-
mean, not speak out of turn, but probably undead. I'm guessing.
Yeah, when Savara points them out, I'll have Elena Elena will probably like furrow her brow, kind of look at it and see if she recognizes anything in it. All her.
Oh, I'm like, what is this? Okay. Is there a DC that is set for this? It's the DC of the creature, right? Okay, yeah.
yeah.
Because it's telling me you failed, but I'm like, how does it know what you're rolling? Okay.
It knows what I'm rolling. I pressed a macro that rolls my
Yeah.
score.
I mean, it's just telling me you failed, but I don't understand why that would be a failure. Yes, you take in a sharp breath as you say you recognize ghoul tracks.
Oh no.
Hope you brought your nose plugs, everybody. It's going to be pretty stinky.
And finally, there are another pair of tracks
Oh.
of some sort of large rodent.
All right.
An ROUSS.
Oh no, I don't think those exist.
You beat me
Oh,
up.
I see, because I can type in the DC. That's why it told me it failed. Okay.
Ah.
Interesting.
You also get to choose whether or not I take a -2, but if it's creatures.
Yeah. You do not recognize
Okay.
tracks of the large
Yeah,
road.
rodents of unusual size. I don't think those exist.
I don't think they exist. So once Yelena identifies those as ghoul tracks, what does Sephora know about ghouls? I'm assuming it's religion.
Not much.
Cool. I mean, that
Wait.
You
makes
know, they are nasty undead that, populate many night campfire stories.
Would my roll work as a recall knowledge, or should I roll again? Or what do I know about ghouls?
It's the same roll. It's,
Okay.
yeah. You know that they are undead created. I'm not sure what the fuck they created, but hold on a second here. They often hunt graveyards. And ruined crypts. They are the dwellers of crypts and graveyards, for they love to consume flesh.
There's
And
certain to
they
be layers of graveyards here in between the layers of dwellings.
have an insatiable hunger
Look
for flesh.
hopefully with no one else noticing, but I'm gonna try to catch her gaze. Like, what do you think Conti's like putting out right now? What would he let it catch off of her?
Blissful ignorance. She's ignoring it, not thinking about it, not our problem. Just because there are tracks doesn't mean they're here.
All right. So I know. I'll save it for if we even see them. But all right. Well, stay close together. If you hear any moaning, let me know. We'll keep going.
Okay, so I need new rolls from everybody for your explorations. as the deeper
Are we allowed to move on the map yet?
darkness awaits. Yes, you may now explore the map.
I think Yelena's gonna plan on moving to here first.
Oh man, this map is so spooky with this torch.
I like the torch. Definitely adds a nice effect.
Oh, feels like playing Helldivers 2 in a nighttime plan.
So I have a dumb question. Maybe not a dumb question. I have a question of procedural. So it's not glamorous, but when I'm investigating, I roll recall knowledge, right?
Huh?
Okay.
Well, for the most part, I mean, I actually had to look up Savara's survival, just what her modifier was, because
It's not great.
Okay. So if it's recall knowledge, would I be able to use esoteric lore for that? Since
No.
I can use it to recall knowledge for
No.
everything.
No.
Okay.
I think to use your esoteric knowledge, you are hyper focusing on a specific thing where it's costing you. I don't know. I just. No, I'm going to say that the exploration activity falls under a different category as a recall knowledge. It's. I don't know. I'm trying to.
I mean, it's a lore skill, right? So the text says I can use it for haunts, curses, and creatures
Yeah.
of any type, and then with -2, I can use it for anything.
I mean, I think it would be okay to do that. Use your esoteric, because it does say you're using recall knowledge.
Yeah.
It does specify that, and then the esoteric knowledge is specifically says that it's recall knowledge, right?
Yeah. The text on the base esoteric lore. You can use this lore skill to recall knowledge regarding haunts, curses, and creatures of any type, but not other things. And then diverse lore says you can take a -2 penalty to your check to recall knowledge with esoteric lore about any topic, not just the usual topics available for esoteric lore.
Okay, so if it's not focused on a haunt, a curse, or a creature, which it's basically not, investigate's not going to uncover those things.
Right.
So you're just operating at a flat -2.
Yeah, it's just my best recall
Okay.
skill either way.
That's fine. So if you want to investigate at a -2, that's fine.
Yeah, I think I'd rather do that than just defending at this point.
Okay.
I want to contribute in more ways than one.
All right. I used the anything one. Okay. Perfect. All right. So you're now investigating, no longer defending. Okay.
On my sheet.
Okay. So up ahead, like I said, it branches out in 2 directions. Obviously, there's nothing really, here that's reacting to you.
Kandi's gonna just choose west then.
Kanti, are you sure?
Yeah, we'll be fine. Nothing to worry about.
Oh, get behind me. Yelena will try to push past you if you let her.
Yeah, that's fine. She looks to Savara. Women, am I right?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Zavara
Okay.
also doesn't show up.
So it looks like you've just got a wall of rubble right here. Some kind of, a ruined piece of an old wall right there. And the passage that continues to the north.
Okay. Alright. Well, it looks like it's linked up anyway.
Okay.
The illusion of choice.
As you
Gwendolyn, speak up so I can see.
step into this area here, Kanthi probably will be the first to spot it, although anybody even Savara would clearly notice something odd in this room. That right here, there are what look to be floating objects.
Word? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, tell us more, please.
Like a like a pile of gear.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Is this a
Here,
fucking cube?
well, my question is the gear identified or not? Like, are these unidentified floating objects?
Unidentified
Nice.
floating objects.
Scully, you're not gonna believe this. All right, they're just floating there. Yeah,
Yep.
I've fallen for this before.
interesting. Okay, I'll take a look around. Start inching my way into.
Yeah.
I guess
And,
maybe, like, trying to circle.
There's
Uh-huh.
there's this creature I heard about, you know, of like
What are you talking?
my mother would tell me stories like this giant cube that would
Oh my
like
god.
eat you.
Are you metagaming right now?
You're bullshit.
Are you injecting the,
Wait, yeah, no, I'm bullshitting.
I thought, right? That wasn't.
Like,
I
Conti
mean-
probably knows about Jello shots.
I think that's technically one of the things that did not come over with the
I'm
OGL
also silly. I
or
have
without the OGL.
Well, sir, yeah, we'll keep going. Is there a way, like, past the gear?
It's kind of just hovering in place, like right here. One thing else that Savara would probably notice as being odd is that the floor in this area is strangely clean and polished.
Uh-huh.
Alright.
Look, it almost looks as if there's someone sweeping the floor. Surely they don't have maids down here.
Even even like the facade of this building here is like
Would
smooth and clean.
would like Gwendolyn recognize any sort of like magical influence from these like floating objects?
Yeah.
Detect magic, right?
I do not have detect magic because I don't know. I'm a bard and didn't decide to take it.
Fair. One of the better armor.
Kanthi stepping closer into the light, or at least as you move closer, the light kind of refracts this area right here, and you can see like a shimmer, a little bit of a shimmer, and
What? Should take a step forward. What is that?
So, did I already roll the recall knowledge with the investigate check, or?
yes, you did. I know. No result.
Alright, is there enough going on for Safara to attempt to figure out what's going on, or is that...
That's it. I mean, all you know is that there's polish here. That's it. I mean, it's not leading you to any conclusion.
Seems valuable.
Question.
So yes. Let me see here.
+5 Holy Avenger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is a shield, a mace,
It's something that's
shield,
not
and
causing it to float.
and remnants of pieces of full plate armor. A set of full plate armor. Excuse me. Just kind of, yeah, like maybe it would almost look like a person standing there for a second, right? But you can see, Kanthi, once you get a little closer, that there is actually something there. Solid, the way the light is kind of hidden it. It almost looks invisible. But then, yeah, okay. It begins to move
Mm-hmm.
of its own accord.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
I'm going to show you Kanthi's perception check there. Oh, there you go.
Nice.
Nice.
And you need
Ah.
you need a 23 to spot this thing.
Wow.
With a natural 20.
At least none of us walked into it. Thank
Mhm.
fuck.
Yeah.
But at this point, yes, it is revealed. Oh, I have it invisible.
Oh, it's
The
big.
Twilight Song.
I know.
It should.
Kanthi, what do you yell?
Raise your hand if you've been personally victimized by one of these before.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's funny. I do genuinely think you were just bullshitting, but I think it is funny.
I didn't actually think this was about to be a gelatinous
There was
cube.
like, hey,
You
metagaming
know, you know what I thought it was, like metagaming wise. I
Yeah.
thought it was like a.
I'm just gonna switch it with this one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that
thought it was
might
gonna be
be
like
something.
a ghost or something.
I mean, like the clean floors. That's.
I was gonna say, I
Yeah,
thought
I
it
was
was,
like, oh,
I thought
wow.
it was
I
a
know that.
magical effect until the
Let's
floor.
see.
Then it was like, okay, yeah, it's a cube.
Gygax.
What the
Did you know the
fuck? It's like it's attacking me. Help!
Right. Will help.
What's attacking
Sorry,
you? I don't
what's
see anything
Gygax?
there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna switch it up. Okay.
That Ripley effect was super cool though.
Yeah, I know,
What it was
right?
doing.
I like that. I was a little token effects that I had on it. Let me see if I can dig that up again.
Oh yeah.
Shit. Can I use that?
Oh, we're
perception?
rolling an ish. If in case you didn't know.
Or do I need to roll again?
Oh
No, I think
well.
you use your perception when you're searching, right? Or,
I
don't know
assume
how
I
that works.
can't.
Is
use
this
the
it?
25.
I think this was it, right? Yeah, that's it. You see it? Is it
I'm
showing?
balancing out those
Ooh,
20s.
it's a wiggling. Toggle
That's
combat
cool.
state. Initiative. Let's go.
Alright.
Natural one. 11.
Uh-oh, it's creepy noises. Oopsie doopsie, he's burping. He's got the burpees.
I am insane, but there is a giant. The room is attacking me.
Where? I don't see anything.
The room.
Well, once it, rolls initiative, everyone can kind of
Yeah,
see
but I
it.
rolled a natural one.
Oh, never
it
mind
takes
then.
me,
Yes,
it takes
you
me a
are.
minute to see it.
You are far down the list then. All
Uh-huh.
right.
Despite spotting it, Kanti's 11 was also like she's the woman was too stunned to speak.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think it was actually a cube. It just
Okay.
burped.
Yeah, it's squelching.
Lost your
Okay, so yes, you thankfully, with the high roll for once on the perception, has enabled you to react quickly enough to not be instantly swallowed up.
Does the gelatinous cube recognize us through our disguises?
Oh, I know you. All right, we are beginning the combat with Elena first to spring into action.
So you hear her harrow deck again in her hand, shuffling the cards kind of absentmindedly as she focuses her attention on this thing. And I suppose I identify this creature as well.
Yes, you have identified it as a gelatinous cube.
Okay. How much do I get to know about it? I get a successful recall.
They are often found in underground, or in dungeons, or in one of the many siege towers that surround Absalom, just doing their thing, continuously scouring their domain for food. They have acid in their bodies, which is weak enough that many contain the gear of their victims still within them, often unable to break them down. But organic matter doesn't stand a chance. This is also considered an ooze, and it is mindless, despite its cute little burpee noises.
So some difficulties there. Do I get to? I don't know. Do I get to know anything else? I don't know exactly how this.
What do you want to know? You have to ask me the question of what you want to know.
Sure. Okay. Special things. Do I know what this ooze does to people, or how
Yes.
do I just know that it kind of?
It engulfs people. It just goes in a straight line and swallows up everything in its path.
Does she know about like the like special attacks it has? Is
Well, that would
one?
be the engulfing.
That was she's
Yeah.
okay. That's an ooze. It's just an ooze, you know. And try not to get swallowed by it. That's what it wants to do to you. So don't. Shit. And she's gonna go up to it. God, I mean, I guess so. Yeah. Yeah. It's gonna move up. And I guess bop it. Twist it. Pull it. She's gonna go with her shield. Yeah, her shield raised and just try to. And as she does, you can see she settles on a card, and it's kind of like this motion that I don't know if many people catch, but she kind of like almost like grabs something from her deck, but it's like some weird powder that she sprinkles just on her shield as she's charging forward. Kind of this manipulation going on, and then slams it into the cube. She's attempting to exploit a personal antithesis. I'll tell you what she put. It's baking soda. It neutralizes acid.
Nice.
Very nice.
12. Not a great roll.
It probably has
A 12. Well, it's not hard to hit a gelatinous cube.
Yeah.
So your attack connects.
Smack into it. There's like a slurping noise.
Ew.
I'll roll damage. Yeah. So 3, yada yada yada. Is that right? Alright. Yeah, I don't add proficiency to damage. That'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, okay. 8 perks. 8 perks deal.
Maybe 11 or something like that.
Oh, right. You have the thing on it. Cool. Let's see it. Yep, 11 points of damage inflicted on old Jelly.
Alright. And yeah, that's the turn, baby. I will pass. So my dice aren't working. Tragic.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Now it is the turn of the cube.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Not the fastest thing. But it's gonna gelatinous cube's gonna do what a gelatinous cube gotta do. And it is going to stride. Hey! Up to double its speed.
I'll take my attack of opportunity.
Yes.
It's funny because, well, I know a thing to do about it. Doesn't I think maybe. I mean, if it's an ooze, I'm probably not able to crit it anyway to stop its movement. I got a 12 again. It's fine.
You wouldn't stop its movement with a crit anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, another 10 points. That's good. That's good. And then as you finish your swing, it's like, what? So you do everyone in its path can attempt a reflex save to avoid being engulfed.
23.
Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Okay. So, actually, I should start it here. So before Kanthi rolls hers.
You want me to roll again? I get it.
Yes. Okay. You have succeeded at the saving throw.
Sweet.
So you can either choose to be pushed aside or pushed in front of the monster to end the movement, meaning you engulf yourself, but you would stop it.
Absolutely. Without question.
Okay.
Just grabs it. Kanta, you see it moving towards you, and you let it like, nope, and grabs it and like shoves it back in place. And she's in it, but she's
Right. But you stop its movement. Okay. Okay. Just making sure that it's not the same thing as swallow whole. They don't have to make any athletics checks, do they?
Engulf?
Yeah, no save, no roll required. You just have to make the saving throw. Okay. Trying to understand this here. Hold on. Okay, so it says here, if a creature succeeds at the save, it can choose to be either pushed aside or pushed in front of the monster to the end of the monster's movement.
Oh, I can ride with it.
Yeah.
Raven at Twitch chat, by the way, from Roll for Perception.
Ooh, what's up? It's cube time. It's cube time.
Cube fight.
It's cube fight.
Yeah, no, I think you just ride in front of it and it pushes you along.
Sure, yeah. Yelena tries to stop it and instead just like, feet sliding on the polished floor. Hell yeah, I'll do it.
But it ends the movement of the monster.
But does it end it?
Wait,
No,
to the end.
no.
Oh, I see.
To
Pushed
the
in
end of the
front.
monster's movement. So
Okay.
the monster keeps moving.
Okay, so Yelena's getting pushed as it then goes into Kanthi, who has the option to step aside or ride with it.
Ride with it. If Yelena is.
Yeah, Yelena's like feet scrabbling on the ground. Stupid little fucking boots.
So y'all should be like there and there.
Yeah, probably. I'll
Yeah.
Observe. I don't know. How far.
Okay, so you guys would pretty much be here and here.
Yeah.
And that is 2 actions. Okay. So as a third action, it is going to lash out at Yelena with a small little pseudopod and will miss. She ducks under it. All right, and that is its turn. I pictured it going much worse than that. All right, Wendelin.
I can't believe it's already my turn.
Oh,
All right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna do this voice very well, but I am in character right now, so I'm gonna sound like Marissa Tomei from My Cousin Vinny. So just so we're clear.
Nice.
Don't let that thing push you around. You show it who's boss.
just really getting into character now.
Yeah.
Great.
So I'm going to do this.
Lingering composition. Very nice. Very nice. Oh, ouch. Ooh.
So that
Luckily,
does
if you
not work.
fail, you don't lose your
That is-
focus
yeah,
point,
Right.
that is correct.
which is nice.
This does still go off, but it only lasts 1 round. So
Okay, I drag the effect onto me.
You could be like, "Hey, I'm walking here," as it's pushing you around.
and then
There's some
I
weird stuff going
will. Let's see. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do not do slashing because like it looks like a flan. So I figure dicing it up is a good way to go.
Was lingering composition not an action?
No, it's a freebie. It's a freebie.
Oh, interesting.
See, it has the little icon with the.
But it's a focus spell, so that's the cost.
Okay, that would be a critical hit.
Nice.
Except it can't get crit. So it's just a normal hit.
There is nothing. Oh yes, that is correct. Yes, it is a critical hit. It is not. It is immune to critical hits.
Fair enough.
So that's normal damage right there.
Yes. That.
Okay.
Yeah, you can't do critical damage on spells. You just have to double it if it happens.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right. She's blasting away at this thing. Very nice. Who is next? Who is next?
Looks
Who will take the mantle?
Hanti, that's right.
Hanti's next.
Wendy is not passing the turn. Wendelin hates me.
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay.
My thing is being weird.
Yeah, I don't have the pop out tracker too, so mine's weird, but she's like whispers to herself, "Fuck, this is going to hurt, isn't it?" She will then assume her gorilla stance. Bop bop.
Gorilla, underground gorilla.
Flurry of blows.
Da da da. Pow pow pow. Boom.
Yeah.
Punch
Boom. Blam.
all-
Double
oh my
hits.
God, she goes to punch.
One's a crit.
This gelatinous cube.
Well,
If only.
Try to hit a vital point. Try to stun it.
Double hit.
I rolled to stun the jello.
26 and 13.
That's a. They're both hits.
Okay. Damage for the
You'd
first
have to be like blind to miss this thing, right?
Yeah.
It's huge.
And because of forceful, I get an extra point of damage.
Oh yeah, baby.
Specifically because you
Very
mentioned
nice.
the AC is. I'm gonna go for the third action hit.
That's a miss. You blind fool. You're getting into blind. You're getting into your character.
Son.
All right, let me just apply this damage here. I applied the 9, now the 12.
She
Good
just,
amount. Good
literally goes, like, she
damage.
doesn't just go to punch. She goes like with an open hand, reaches in, and like scoops it out, almost like she's digging into this creature.
Very nice.
Does it hurt her while she's fisting this cube?
Oh dear.
I am concerned about that a little.
Yeah, it's like splashing everywhere.
All right, Conthi, pass the turn if you're done.
Oh, yeah, well, I was asking, did a bare hand attack like hurt me at all?
No.
Okay.
Okay. I did not specifically say that I had my crossbow out, so you tell me if I can have it. I mean, it kind of makes sense that I would when we saw tracks, but I didn't call it out, so you tell me.
It's fine.
Okay.
You can, I mean,
Yeah.
you know there's danger.
I know there's danger. Yeah. She I'm trying to think. I guess she would have a non-lethal bolt. That's kind of her default, unless she knows. So, so she's gonna think about this thing and try to find a spot to hit it.
Think about
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Just
Just think. Where's my?
I
Oh.
just thought we can all think when we want to now.
Yeah, it's very exciting.
think.
Yeah.
Think.
Oh, I didn't have it targeted. Sorry.
That's pretty good.
It was really good. I really didn't even need a good roll. Now, I also
Yeah.
got a free recall knowledge with that, which
Okay.
did it roll it automatically?
No.
Okay. So it does, because the think is the recall knowledge. That's
Interesting.
a bummer. Yeah. Okay. So, do I know anything else about this gelatinous?
Well, again, when you make the recall knowledge checks, generally you're probing for specific information. So it's
Okay.
I'll give you the lore stuff, but I've already kind of given that. So
yeah. I mean, I guess I'm trying not to metagame because I know what to probably ask about this, but I guess is it what kind of damage would be most effective against it?
it is not particularly vulnerable to anything.
Okay. All right.
I will
Well-
give you that it's immune to acid.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, then we're gonna fire at this thing.
Okay.
I am.
It's gonna.
What about pot?
What about
Well,
what?
I'm not immune to shrooms, psilocybin attack.
Oh.
Yeah, with the 18 on the die, you have a
Yeah.
you critically hit by
Now,
almost
I don't know
20.
If it's, I don't know if it's immune to precision damage. If so, then
Right.
it would not get obviously that extra.
Mhm. Yep.
But so I don't know if I need to.
It'll
do
just roll it.
automatically.
It should.
Okay.
If it doesn't, I'm
All right,
on it.
and then let's make it off guard to Elena. Why not?
Oh, using that new ability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you please link that ability? Because I need to see.
It's not showing in the roll for you, isn't it? It shows in the roll
Oh
for me.
yeah, here I'll print the screen. I'll take a screenshot.
Oh, shared stratagem. Is that
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. The creature you hit is off guard. All right. But the ability, yes, thank you. I just need to look at the tags on it. It's just investigator. Okay.
Sweet.
I don't know if
Very
I don't
nice.
think it matters at all in this particular case, but
Hey, it just makes my window of failure smaller.
right.
For multiple
Okay,
reasons.
and then
Good for those
She
third
will-
attacks.
she will reload her crossbow for her final action, and that's it.
All right.
Could she tell? Did the precision damage help?
Did she roll the damage? I didn't see it. I'm waiting for her to roll the
Shit,
damage.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Okay. Let's see here. So that is 2 precision. Let me see what goes on here. It knows. It knows.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir,
Uh-huh.
I seem to remember being able to trip oozes. Can I trip an ooze?
You can say no, sir. You're the DM. Say no.
Hold
I mean,
for an
even
hour.
if the answer is yes, can it be prone?
I'm trying to imagine this thing. Yeah, I don't think it's. I don't.
Fine if not.
I just don't see how that would be possible. It goes a little bit
Yeah,
beyond the
like,
realm
it's like-
of
it's some tags or whatever. but
yeah.
like, that's
because
fine.
it's almost incorporeal, you know,
Right.
and incorporeal creatures are immune to strength-based skills and things
It's
like that.
also already on the ground.
Yeah, it would just like kind of
You're
flip
already
over on.
ground.
I don't think it
That's
has an
true.
up or a down side.
But I don't
Um,
have 6 equal sides.
Could I try to
Well,
grab
I
it?
did that.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out a way to actually use this off guard in a meaningful way. But
Well,
I'll-
the off guard's not gonna grabbing isn't gonna help with off guard. I mean, off guard's not gonna help with
Will
grabbing.
help. Exactly, but it will help with the first attack roll I make, which would be the second, which would have multiple attack penalty, but it'd be against off guard. I was trying to like to have like favorable actions across the board, right?
I Makes sense.
Because if I grabbed it, it's not an attack roll. It's not using shared stratagem. And then my second hit, which would normally be at a -5, would instead effectively be a -3. Because
Oh my gosh.
Fine. I'm just gonna smack.
Ooh, man.
You're still gonna hit it.
Just smack it,
I'm gonna
please.
smack it once, and then maybe I'll smack it twice. And I'm just I'm rolling the attacks here, just because I'll roll any amount of damage that
That last one is a hit because no, never mind. It's not off guard for that last one, so that's a miss.
Okay, 9 misses. We've established some sort of AC here. Damage for the first one.
10 or 11.
Damage for the second one.
Pretty good.
Okay.
Consistency.
There will be a bonus on that, right? 14 and 13. That's a chunk of damage. Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
man, if I took the giant grappler, I could have.
You can still grapple this, theoretically.
Okay. It is going to. Oh, it's going to move in here. I need a reflex save from you guys.
I should have moved instead of
Can't be
reloading.
stopped.
Okay.
Can't stop, won't stop.
Okay. Elena is engulfed by this
Worried about that.
cube. We'll say that Kanthi is just kind of like squeezed against the wall as Elena is pushed in. We'll just,
Maybe Kanthi dodged around behind it.
yeah, we'll say Kanthi ended up there.
Flank.
Yeah.
Well, I might not be able to be flanked.
And at this point now,
Could be off guard apparently.
Elena is grabbed, slowed, and you have to hold your breath.
Yeah.
I can do that.
You can hold your breath for a number of rounds equal to 5 plus your Constitution modifier. And performing any attack will reduce. If you attack in a round, you'll lose another round of breath, but you don't lose one per attack. It's just if you attack in that round.
That is less bookkeeping. You think.
Yeah.
Yeah. And also
Um,
you don't like suffocate after 2 rounds.
okay. And then it is going to slap Kanthi.
Ah, rude.
For real.
Psh, little hand comes out. Psh.
Gonna slap me.
Okay. And you feel the sting of the poison
Ugh.
as the acid burns your skin. And
Probably
you-
like our hands at this point, you know.
and you got to make a fortitude save.
Oh, crit successes.
Fine.
Hey-o. You are all right.
Just gotta be positive.
Oh, I'm sorry. Elena, you need to also make a fortitude save.
I can do that.
I was looking for this. I'm like, why is she not having to make a save? But it was deeper in the... Okay. Elena is paralyzed.
Oh.
Oh.
So you're not holding your breath.
So I don't
Oh,
want to
just
be
paralyzed.
Joe. But
Okay.
this is, we're level 2 here, right? That's a pretty good roll.
It is a good roll, but these things are iconic.
Okay.
can be iconic and wimpy.
Wimpy. Yeah, we already had those. We had the kobolds, and they already kicked your ass.
That is
Oh, you'll look back on these days and laugh. All right. And that is its turn. Gwendolyn. The anthem. It's interesting. Oh, you still have the... Okay, never mind. I thought you lost the buff.
I am going to try another lingering composition. And so I need a performance. And fail again. I don't know who you think you are pushing your way into our spaces.
We run this town.
Conte's jealous of Elena for not hearing this.
Okay, so... But a failure, unfortunately, on that check, looks like. You'll get it.
Are you doing another anthem?
I did, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm doing pressing in because I erased mine.
Yeah.
But the 10 is a fail.
That's just for the lingering.
Right, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Conthi... I'm sorry. Gwendolyn... dislodges a loose piece of stone and hucks it at this thing, dealing 5 points of damage. And at that moment, the cube explodes, sending its gelatinous form cascading over everyone, but mostly Conthi. She just gets slimed.
Yoletta definitely also looks like.
Yes, and Yoletta just like drops like 2 feet to the ground as she's no longer suspended within this cube. And then clang, clang, clang. The mace falls, the armor falls. The shield clangs against the cold stone ground. And then once more, I would definitely say that when that happened, the lights probably also went out. But thankfully, Gwendolyn has dark vision, so we don't have to retcon that. So, and you're that I wish I had caught. Imagine the terrifying. She goes in, and then shoot,
Black.
darkness for the three of you.
In this blackness, like Conte's hands just start like burning. And this thing explodes, and like she's like covered, and she's like, ah, get it off, get it off.
You're fine.
So once
What's happening? What's happening? I can't see anything.
relax, okay? It's all fine. It's dead now. I took care of it.
And replace the
Forget about it.
Forget about it. It's gone. Now we just need to clean up
I'll be
these
right back.
mooks because they're covered in jello.
I wish this cube ate me.
Animal, where are you?
I will start using I will use prestidigitation to try to relight the torch, I guess, if I can do that.
I also have a torch if we need a new
I'm
one.
gonna say you can do that because Dan's not here.
Great.
Yeah.
I'm
You know
gonna do
what
that.
else?
I'm gonna start cleaning you guys up so that
There's plate armor if we're servers not
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
What pointed?
Yeah.
You, assistant
Yeah.
GM. GM in
and,
waiting.
like, maybe because I was sitting here thinking, what is this doing to Yelena's disguise being inside this cube? But maybe you can digitate her all nice again.
Yeah, it doesn't really deal with non-organic matter very well. So
No, but she's covered in slime.
she's covered in the
Maybe she
slime.
could get-
Yes, that's true. Yes.
I
Okay.
realize there aren't mechanics for that, but like we would be gross now.
Yes. Okay, so
yeah,
you
so
relight
I'm
some
gonna
torches.
Yes.
I'm gonna use prestidigitation to clean off as much of the slime as I can.
Okay.
Hopefully most of it enough to like appear to be normal patrons of this bar when we get there. And I actually do, I think, have my disguise kit with me. well, it's on my character sheet. I don't know if I'd actually have it with me. I would think I would have brought my disguise kit.
Yeah, like who wouldn't travel with like a little
Backups.
makeup and
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Essentially, it. Yeah,
Did our disguises get messed up?
I don't know.
Not
Well,
really.
we were talking about how like if this actually happened, they would, but like also not really.
Right.
it's
Uh,
flavor.
Yeah,
I like it.
Get up.
Jello flavor.
Fight's over. All right. We keep going. We need more
Yeah,
money.
we got a job to do. But by the way, you shouldn't get swallowed by the cubes next
Oh
time.
my god.
Sorry.
Oh my
What
god.
is your name again?
My name's Paulina.
Oh
Paulina.
my god.
Was
Edwin, save me.
anyone hurt?
Take me away.
Edwin, take me with you.
Was anyone hurt? Question.
Conti took 6. She's fine. We'll live forever.
Oh, word. Okay.
I can. Yeah, that's
Oops.
crazy that you didn't take any.
Yeah, I wasn't even swallowed. I just got slapped.
Would you like some healing, or do you want to keep moving?
I mean, I think it's going to look suspicious if we walk in there and she's covered in acid burn. So if we can do something
Okay,
to mitigate
let me see
that,
what I can do.
it's cool.
Plus, there's no guarantee we won't run into more of those. So.
It
That's true.
is true.
You said you saw.
Everyone.
Latinus Cube 3. Weird.
There you go.
What did you say?
You.
I think you're back.
I think I joked that the creature was labeled Gelatinous Cube 3.
It's labeled that?
Jamal 1. No.
Oh. Oh, yes, you've seen.
Because Lena was like, there might be more.
I used to have to do that in Starfighter to keep you guys off.
Yeah.
I have to. I'd number things like 25.
I remember
12.
had like a mod that would add random adjectives.
Yes.
The timid ghoul.
Yeah. Gelatinous.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna.
Elf or something.
I need to turn that on again. That was kind of fun.
It was fun.
What do we see in this room?
So, the floor again, appears clean and polished, as I mentioned. To the north, you see a crevice,
Mm-hmm. So it looks like a pit.
like a pit.
Not a crevice, a pit.
Okay, I'll move directly.
But this pit perhaps stretches into a crevasse beyond the wall. And then there is that heap of gleaming armor and weapons.
Yeah, I'll give it a quick glance, see if it's worth anything, I guess. Yeah.
Of all the places, this is the one place where I think we actually could ethically loot something.
Yeah, really.
I'm
We'll
pretty
take a
sure the
look.
owner's dead.
As a dungeon delving.
Yeah,
cops.
not in the job description.
We should take this back to the watch to see if anyone wants to claim their missing item.
Put it in the lost and found.
Clara, with love.
She didn't say
She
that.
has gotten into trouble about breaking into
Pretty sure this fell off a wagon. We're just gonna keep it, okay?
I thought I had something for that.
Who's this Gwendolyn? I'm Paulina.
Now I know where it was. Okay, so it's a tower shield. It's a nice quality mace, I'll say.
It's got a stash. It's in here.
The mace and the shield and the armor all bear a common symbol.
Oh,
What is that? May I see?
take a look.
Do I recognize it?
Why don't you give me a recall
I'm
knowledge
already good.
check? All right.
One.
But it's not showing up in the thing.
It is. There it is. I see it.
Oh,
Well, you have somebody targeted. You're targeting Conti, so you just
Oh,
rolled
okay.
society.
You really know Conti.
All right.
Conti is a mystery. You failed. Okay. Um.
Put that in your book.
Okay. So, you are looking at a 5-pointed star.
Shit.
Asmodeus.
Uh, blood red,
Oh.
which you identify as, it's a common enough symbol to see. It is the symbol of Asmodeus, one of the most powerful archdevils that inhabit hell.
So was this a good cube then? Because it ate
Yeah.
someone who worked as Asmodeus.
Full divine being. Very much worshipped in Cheliax at the moment.
Hell yeah, it is.
Um,
Good for him.
And safe from being killed.
yes. Very much,
He doesn't die.
a devil that loves contracts. Whoever's was wearing this armor is probably now serving out his or her
Sentence in hell.
contractual obligation to an eternity of torment, perhaps.
He's probably a public defender or something.
Damn those public defenders.
This is covered in essentially Asmodeus's holy symbol. I'm going to put it in the ravine. I'm just gonna toss it down the pit.
Well,
Those ribbons,
All the things, the shield, the armor, and the mace.
can I
yeah.
look at them and see if they're magical?
So normally this would be a +1 mace. But since we are not playing with potency runes, I'm just calling it a high quality mace.
Is there a Church of Asmodeus in Cheliax?
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
Cheliax is the Church of Asmodeus.
there's a church of everything in Absalom.
Yeah,
therefore-
Absalom is very open to all religions.
Okay. So
Or
look, I know you probably don't want to be associated with this stuff, but it might make sense for us to keep this because if our friend upstairs fed one of Asmodeus's priests to this cube as a way to keep him quiet, then we got evidence, and the Church of Asmodeus come after this asshole. I don't think we should throw it away.
I'm not blackmailing him.
I didn't
If
say
you
that.
want-
I want to turn it in. See, now my accent is drifting. I want to turn it back into the Church of Asmodeus.
I'm not going to give a shit. I mean, I don't think they will, and even if they do, it's bullshit. It was an evil bastard. They probably don't care about their own, and if he died, he deserved it. He deserved it, and I will throw all the gear into the ravine, unless it's a genuine. I'm not gonna steamroll anybody, but Elena's definitely going to do it unless people think strongly otherwise.
I mean,
she's very against using
if you think that's the best, then we'll go for that.
Right, yeah, I think it's the best. I don't want to tangle with that motherfucker. I never want to be owed a favor. I never want to do him a favor. Or any of his ilk, or any of his worshippers, nothing. Devils? Mm-mm. Literally.
I mean, if you think the man upstairs doesn't have something to do with him, then I'm going to disagree with you there. So.
Cool, the fixer?
Yeah, the one who's really good at keeping his contracts. You don't think he has something to do with him?
I don't. No. Fixers can't really afford to be too political. And Asmodeus is political. Cheliax is a rival. It said, I don't think so.
Yes, there is a Church of Asmodeus in the Ascendant Court.
But, I mean,
It is a looming Gothic temple
I don't know. It, if you want to keep it, then we can keep it. But it sickens me, and I would rather see it gone.
Well, maybe we can just keep the mace as something. Like, I don't really want to be
Why
carrying.
do you want the mace?
Well, I'm just saying, if someone can identify this, we might have. This could be proof of a crime, is what I'm saying. Right? This could be proof that this person was murdered.
But we're not.
Kanti's gonna
Yes,
start walking to the store in the corner. Like this
Like,
conversation's going nowhere.
Savara was not or didn't really feel strongly either way until you pointed out it could be proof of a crime, and then she's like,
both of you.
she
We're
does
not
make a good
cops.
point.
No, we're not cops right now. No, it's irrelevant. We're not cops. What's your name?
Fine, Paulina don't give a damn. Let's go.
No, Paulina doesn't, and neither do I. We go.
Your name's Do I?
No, my name's Flora.
Oh,
So you toss the stuff down the ravine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's hilarious that we finally got loot we could actually steal. Or
We're
keep,
just
and we throw it in a pit.
you're littering.
I'm not winning this argument with Lily, so I give up.
It takes a few seconds for
Yeah, how long?
no, not even like a second. You're bang clang. Doesn't sound like the ravine is exceedingly deep.
Think of it this way. Now his memory is closer to his lord and master, deep in the depths of hell. Let's go.
Kant looks over. It's like a 20-foot drop. Technically.
Okay. I need new exploration activity checks from everyone, please.
I'm going to maintain my searching, looking for further creatures. Hopefully another natural 20.
I don't know too much, but isn't hell technically a different plane? I don't think it's actually at the center of the planet. That's
Would that be the Underdark? I hear there are snake people there now.
Kill me.
Not Drow.
Well, you know.
I don't know what a drow is. What is a drow?
They don't exist anymore.
The mention of hell being a different plane could be interesting if we're talking to the person who managed the House of Planes, but
Perhaps.
Okay, stepping into this chamber here, and the ceilings are like only 8 feet high too, so you even feel that claustrophobic sense here, like you're just crawling in these areas that could collapse and build and create new tunnels. But here you can see that a long crevasse cuts through the center of this sprawling cavern, spanned by a crude stone bridge. This would be the bridge.
I mean, there's also 2 doors, aren't there?
There are 2 doors here, yes. To the north, a narrow tunnel. I'm sorry. Trying to see here. Okay, so you see the bridge there. Okay, the ruined remains of a sunken building. Its crumbling doors, still somehow attached to their hinges, stands to the east. And that's pretty much all I can tell you at this point.
What's the change in terrain? Is that just like dirt?
Yep,
Okay. I almost look at like a blood wall thing.
it's blood. Tons of blood.
It's blood of the earth. It's just dirt.
There's a
Where's
bridge.
here? We want to open these doors? Do you
Same
think
time?
this is the way
Count of
forward?
3.
I mean, it's possible that this could connect to that. I don't know.
All right, let's open it.
Okay, go ahead. You can. The doors are kind of tight to open, but you do manage to open it up. and it is just blocked off completely.
It's a closet. Even the- Never mind.
This walk-in closet.
Oh, they're rubble.
Yes, it is the remains of this sunken building. Has doesn't
I
have
guess
much.
We could have put Basmodius stuff here if we wanted to keep it, or if there's anything we don't want to bring on us, we could leave it here or something.
Yeah, let me just go get it. Never mind.
Yeah, this these are completely just
Blocked off.
rubble, choked with rubble.
Interesting.
Does it look like that crevice like is connected to the one where we dropped, like on the other side where we dropped the armor?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Looks like one big crevice.
Yes.
I mean, I know it does on the map, but
And give me 1 sec here. Go ahead, do your thing.
uh-oh.
Do your thing. Just
Wait, what name are you going with? You're not Savara tonight, you're...
Crap. I've been meaning to come up with a name and haven't.
You're not crap. Try to be a little bit more positive about yourself.
I don't know what kind of name might be appropriate.
What's one of your maids' name or something like that?
What do you mean?
Her maiden
I
name?
mean, aren't you nobility? I figure you got some servants. Just pick one of their common names or something like that. Either that or we can call you Steve or something. It don't matter.
Stevie
and
Ray.
she looks like for a second a little bit shocked when you call her nobility, because she's like, I haven't told them that.
It's not exactly a secret though.
Anya. I'm Anya
Anya?
tonight. Anya.
Anya. Great.
So stepping out here, Gwendolyn, you can see that to the west, there looks to be a barricade of sorts, covering what maybe is a door behind there. But of more important are the three figures moving like predatory beasts at the edge of the light. Kind of down, humanoid, gaunt figures.
Oh no.
Crawling like almost like, level with the ground on all fours. Yes. I'm going to put
Okay.
here, here, and here.
Okay.
And Kanti also kind of sees a shuffling in the dark, but is unable to make out what it is. But Gwendolyn can see them easily enough, even despite.
Yeah, because I can see in the dark.
Yes, they don't have concealment from you.
Can I nonchalantly move up closer to the rest of the group and kind of whisper them?
They are kind of creeping towards you. And
in that case, I'd like to use a deception check for my initiative roll, if that's what we're doing right now.
Deception check?
Yeah, because I want to shoot something at them before they get close enough, but I figure that's not actually going to happen, so I'm going to do
No. You're just able to notice them as you turn the bend. And maybe if you can roll well on your initiative, you'll be able to spring to action beforehand, but these figures are just like their tongue is drawn out of their mouths, and they have this long elongated ears and this really decrepit body.
How do you all feel about Galtian kisses, which is this world's France?
And they look a little like this as they are creeping along the ground, well aware of your presence as you are having these conversations and bringing light into the darkness as well. And we
Savara
will
swaps to a regular crossbow bolt.
Well, we will have to resolve all of those actions and more next week
On
I had a question. Actually, I was trying to
on
ask
the
Savara a
Beldrins
question.
Bluff Blues.
Would I have been able to ask her the thing?
Ask her the thing
Yeah, I was trying to ask Savara a question. Um,
about.
it wasn't super. I wanted to know if the bridge is safe to walk on
Oh,
in her estimation, and it's kind of important for the combat because it kind of like it's kind of important,
Yeah.
but we didn't get it out. But that was like what I was trying to get to.
Well, since she was investigating, I can tell that her knowledge of crafting and architecture. Uh, you don't notice any, um, irregularities or unstable elements to this bridge. Looks
It seems like
stable
it should
and
hold your weight.
That's good to know.
yes, none of you have, all of you having this conversation, don't notice the creeping horrors that are slowly making their way. And then Wendelin Conti is like staring into the dark, trying to figure out
with 1,000 yards.
what's going on. Wendelin turns the corner and sees them almost literally as plain as day. And that's how we will start next week.
We
Hell yeah.
These things are hungry. So hungry.
I'll practice on my New Yorker accent too.
I thought
You know,
it was.
it was wonderful.
I mean,
You know what?
Serve
I couldn't do better.
rock-
So
I need to figure out how to do it in like a more feminine range.
But you got a week to practice.
That's right.
Yeah. All
when I
right.
was coming up with like accents for their characters, I know company's like a little like inconsistent, but the day I play, like always like on the way home from work, I'm like talking to myself in my car, like trying to find that accent again.
All the
Mhm.
time. I do it all the time. Hell yeah.
I do too.
All right.
I haven't done it lately
folks.
though. I need to try again. I need to work on it again.
I hope y'all
Okay, Betty.
Sure.
Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, thanks for the
sir.
Twitch
Awesome
chat.
shit.
Twitch chat.
Like and
What's up,
subscribe,
Twitch
hit
chat?
that like button, and follow.
Smash that like, subscribe button. Don't forget. Oh shit.
Good night, y'all.
She said no thanks.
See y'all laters. Thanks for hanging out. You had a good time. Bye bye.